Hey friends, you're listening to the None But Curious podcast, a space for nuns, agnostics, and nothing in particulars. We are okay with not knowing, and we're inspired by each other, art, nature, and everyday moments. I'm really happy you're here. Let's go explore. It's so gray outside. And don't get me wrong, I love gray. Gray is a perfect background for nature because all the colors pop, especially when the leaves are starting to change. But it also reminds me I have to take my vitamin D. I was thinking about color the other day when I went out with my daughter. She tends to dress in all black. And she says that I dress, and I quote, like I'm an Easter egg. I love pastel colors, and they do wonders for me. I think that they match my personality quite well. But it got me thinking about the need for color therapy, and that not everyone really understands that different colors have different vibrations. And those vibrations can help you feel a certain way or try to draw it out of you. So I'm going to share with you the colors of the rainbow and what they symbolize emotionally and physically and what they can help with. Keep an open mind. I know it sounds crazy, but when you do put a certain color on, or if you look at how you've decorated your house, just take a look at your environment before we even get started. Or if you're in your car, think about your favorite room. What colors are in it? What colors do you have on your walls? What about the art or the things that you've put on your walls? What colors or color family do you exhibit? What's the color of your favorite chair? What about your favorite pair of jeans? Are they blue? Are they a different color? Your favorite pair of shoes, those go-to comfy shoes that are breaking down. What color are they? Your favorite shirt. What about your favorite t-shirt? So keep those things in mind when we talk about these colors today. For sake of ease, I'm going to stick with the colors of the rainbow, and I will include links when I post this to other websites that talk more about colors like pink and turquoise and magenta and all those fun mixtures. It's really interesting to dive into. So light travels in waves, and light is a component of color. And that means that color is energy, and colors have their own vibration. So when we look at red, red is associated with passion, strength, and confidence. Physically, it helps with the circulatory system, the heart, and the lower extremities, your feet, your legs, your hips. It's associated with our bones, our skeletal structure, our teeth, our nails, as well as our body's stress response. So you can use this color if you're having trouble with sleeping, unless you have a heart issue. You can use this color to stimulate confidence, to stimulate power. I remember when I worked at an office, I was trying to remember exactly where it was. It was in an insurance office. And I was told that when going to talk to the boss, it was always smart to wear a black skirt and a red shirt. Red does not look good on me, but I did it anyway. I don't know if it helped or not. But I will say that I am drawn to red foods when I'm overtired, when my adrenals are just shot. I crave berries, lots of berries. I crave apples, anything red, peppers, things like that. Orange is a combination of red and yellow. It's the color of creativity and optimism. It's energetic, enthusiastic. It's pow-pow. It's full of zeal, right? Orange is also correlated with the muscular system, the kidneys, and the bladder. It's related to the reproductive system and the lymphatic system. Orange is a really good color when you're not feeling your best. Either you're stuck in a creative rut or you're just feeling like a flu is coming on. Orange is the best color to wrap yourself in. Think about all the vitamin C that we take in, all of those fruits and vegetables, the beta carotene. Orange, right? So our bodies are drawn naturally to these colors that we need when we need them. Yellow relates to one sense of identity, so your confidence. It's associated with joy, concentration, and curiosity. Yellow governs digestion and the autonomic nervous system, which regulates automatic processes like our heartbeat and urination. Think of all the carb foods, like the typical carbs that we go to, desserts and cookies. They're yellow in vibration. And so when we stress eat, we're looking to feel confident, but maybe for all the wrong reasons. So instead, why not drink some lemonade or lemon water? That's yellow. Open the window and look at the sun. Well, don't look at the sun. That's a terrible piece of advice. But immerse yourself in sunlight in some way or form. Just don't look right at it. Goodness. I just dropped a bunch of listeners right there. But it is associated with joy. If you think about yellow, even like a darker yellow, if I think of yellow, the first thing of a dark yellow, I think of mustard. And as soon as I think of mustard, I think of a hot summer day with watermelon, and there's a cookout, and there's a sprinkler going. I just associate yellow with joy. Yellow is also a symbol for caution worldwide. Yellow is used on all the traffic signs worldwide. So yellow may also serve as a warning to us. So take it with a grain of salt. You could either be really happy, I guess, or really scared, depending on the situation. So green is a relaxing and calming color. Green is the color of nature. When you walk into a forest, it's almost like you can smell green. It's correlated with harmony, safety, and prosperity. Get that money. Green affects the heart, the lungs, and the circulatory system, as well as the skin and the immune system. So anything that's inflammatory, green is going to help you with. It's calming. It influences the upper part of the body, including the upper back, shoulder, arms, and hands. It's basically all of your heart area. If you take a deep breath in, and you feel all of those limbs moving when you take a deep breath in, that area is affected by the color green. Your shoulders will drop when you go into nature. Your heart rate reduces when you go into nature. So when you need green, when you just need to de-stress and you need to reboot, the simplest thing you can do is get near some greenery. I mean, you can dress yourself up in green, but if you think about how even larger corporate structures will incorporate tiny little gardens, or I remember when I was at the hospital when I gave birth to my youngest son, we went down into there was a lobby and a cafeteria, and my most favorite part of that entire place was the area that they had set aside for an indoor garden. It was magnificent. It felt like a greenhouse. It smelled like bugs, which is oddly comforting when you are stuck in a hospital and you can't get out. So green is always going to be a relaxing and calming color. If you don't remember anything that I have said in the last few minutes, just know if you're having a minute, if you're just having a Monday, green. Find something green. Listen to Kermit the Frog singing. Just something associated with green. Go eat a salad. Go into nature. Blue tends to be not everyone's, but most people's favorite color when they are asked. Blue helps with feelings of loneliness. It stimulates artistic and vocal expression. Ah! It's associated with the eyes, ears, nose, and throat. So just as I did that, when you do that, you can kind of feel the region that is affected by blue. Go ahead, I'll wait. Oh, lovely singing. So it also affects the thyroid and parathyroid glands, and thereby it influences the immune system. So green and blue affect our immune system negatively or positively. Oh, which also brings me to why it feels so good to go to the beach, whether it's a lakeside, a riverside, the ocean. Oh, I miss the ocean. But think about the colors, blue, green, and the sand is yellow. That's all affecting our immune system, our digestion, our lymphatic system. Go to the beach. Do you know what? Everybody just stop what you're doing and go to the beach. The end. We're all healed. If only it were that easy. And then I'm going to group together indigo and violet because depending on the source, they're interchangeable. Indigo and violet awaken intuition, trust. They help with gaining perspective. That's a biggie. Purple inspires imagination. Whoop, whoop. Indigo and violet correlate with the brain, the face, the skeletal system, the nervous system, and the the endocrine system. I really like indigo. Again, if you kind of scrunch your forehead and you imagine that you have an eye right above your nose, that area where we commonly get tension headaches, that is the area that purple or indigo and violet govern. I have color therapy glasses, and what I would use when I would get a migraine or I was on the onset of a migraine is I would use the indigo glasses. I think that's why I keep saying indigo, because it darkens the room as soon as you put them on, but it's not completely dark. You can still make things out, and as you wear them, you get acclimated, but you can see a little more clearer. And I really think that it changes perspective because it gives you a minute to just be in the same space you were in, but everything looks different. And so go out and get indigo glasses or try some on. It's such a neat experience. Just do it for a few minutes. So that's a very basic overview of the colors of the rainbow and some of the effects that these vibrations have on us mentally, emotionally, and physically. Now, there are several ways that you can use color to affect your life in one way or another. You can close your eyes and visualize the colors. If you don't have the time or the wherewithal to go grab things of different colors, you can simply visualize and the vibration will work. You can also look at full color photos for several minutes of red apples, orange balloons, yellow sunshine, etc. So if you're at work and you just need a color break, go Google something, but the whole screen has to be filled up with whatever color you're seeking, and you've got to look at it. I mean, you've got to look at it, and you'll get the after effects from the color. So if you're like looking at a big bunch of yellow balloons, when you look over to the wall, you'll see blue. Real fun stuff optically. You can wear color glasses. Gosh, when I got color glasses, they were kind of expensive, but now they're not. They're not terribly expensive. And they're a fun thing to have around. Like I said, I get migraines. When I was dealing with heavy bouts of anxiety attacks, they were a lifesaver. You can choose specific color clothes to wear. Look in your closet and see what color you gravitate towards. And consider how you feel. Do you feel like your best self when you wear that particular pair of pants? Do you feel like you carry yourself differently when you wear particular shirts? Pay attention to that. It could be the fabric. It could be the style or the cut of the fabric. It also could be the color. A lot of times we all tend to the same colors in our wardrobe. Not me. I did. Okay, I used to always wear blue, brown, gray, and black. terrible, right? I walked around like a bruise. And in hindsight, I was wearing my trauma out on my sleeve. And I'm not saying that those colors aren't beautiful, because on the right person, they are radiant and gorgeous and illuminating. But for me, it just made me look like, bleh. I don't even have the word for it. Whereas if I wear the colors that I have in my closet now, which I have pastel versions of every color of the rainbow, and when I put those on, if it's the right color for the right day, I feel like a goddess. And I walk around like a goddess, and people actually treat me sometimes like a goddess. Not like, but, I get treated with respect and admiration, and it's just a good feeling. It's nice. When you radiate, and those days that you radiate, man, those are good days. Even when shit hits the fan, right? Still good day. Like, it just rolls off your shoulder. I got this. I have got this. So colors are really good in helping you formulate how do you want your week to go? How do you want that interview to go? You have a meeting with your boss that you're not looking forward to. You have conferences coming up with your kids' teachers. Wear a color that makes you feel like divinity. You can also immerse your body in different colored lights. So you could play with different light bulbs. You can get light filters. There's so many ways that you can immerse yourself in color. And my favorite, you can eat different colored foods. Playing with food is so much fun. You get to try new recipes. You get to make these gorgeous, gorgeous dishes. And even if it doesn't look exactly like the Pinterest picture, oh, it's so much fun, and you can take a picture with your fancy phone, and it looks like an artist made it. It's amazing. It's amazing. And you get to also experience foods from different cultures. Maybe you want to venture out. Eating different colored foods is going to help your body respond, and you're probably going to have the most visceral reaction, honestly, when you start experimenting with different foods, especially if you're having issues with your lymphatic system or your immune system or your digestive system. And it feels good when you get to choose colorful foods and you're doing good for your body. There's so many layers to the healing. So there you go. I have inundated you with lots of ways to do color therapy. Which one's your favorite? Which one are you going to try today after listening to this? Let me know. I really am curious. I like to eat different foods, and I can always go to a thrift store and look for a new shirt or a cute little sweater, right? Retail therapy. Sometimes it's really good for the soul. I look forward to you sharing how you color your world. Hey, thanks for listening. Let's keep this conversation going. Share your stories with our None But Curious Facebook group, or you can also follow our Instagram at nonebutcurious, or email Candy at nonebutcurious.org if you want to share your ideas and thoughts. Until next time, stay curious.